All right, welcome back, mates. Crypto leverage trading. Hope everyone's had a great week. I'm back here Friday morning. I hope everybody, like I said, hope everyone's had a great week. Miss you guys this week. A lot of stuff going on in the world, obviously, and I hope everything is going well in your lives. We're going to talk a little bit about altcoins today, going into the weekend for Friday setup. I have here on the chart here. This is the 1 day for Cardano. I came back and got a lot. My inbox was full of messages about what to do with Cardano, ADA. Should we buy here? Should we buy here? There's a lot of, again, especially if you're new to the channel or new to working with me, you'll hear me tell you, I was like, I am oftentimes more contrarian on Twitter than most. If things are red hot on Twitter, I'm usually preparing for a sell down short trade. Okay. I use Twitter that way as a tool. By the time it gets to Twitter and by the time it gets blown up at Twitter and you have people like in the last 24 hours that just got off Twitter and was looking over the last 24 to 48 hours, you have everybody from, Crypto Lark to those guys with like 500,000 followers or more. They pose the clickbait question, is now the time to get back into Cardano, right? And a lot of that is to start discussion, but that also drives more people in. So I looked at a bubble on the block where you had people buying at 115 to 118 in the last 24 hours. You had people buying at an RSI level above 75. That's not good, okay? Those people will be out of the money by the end of today, okay? Because Cardano is going to fall back down to probably 113, 110, then come under pressure, fall back down to 105, could possibly retest $1. But as I posted in the Discord, mates, that's okay for Cardano because look at the pattern set. And again, this is the 1 day, and we trade on the 4 hour. But look at the pattern set here. Big rise up in about 7 days, comes back down. Big rise up, comes back down. Rise up, come back down. Rise up, come back down. See that? It's been in that descending lower lows for quite some time. Okay? Popped up here, came back down. Now, our last leverage trade, a 300% trade, by the way, was a buy up at 79 to 82 cents. That was down here. Okay? And then it recently got as high as about a $1.18, depending on what exchange you're on. $1.16 to $1.18, depending on what exchange you're on. So it went from 80 cents to here. Okay? Depending on what exchange you're on. Now, it's breaking through, and this is what we like to see, breaking through the trends. But it did this on average volume, in my opinion. I know some will disagree because the market's been kind of crazy since the Ukraine invasion, and volume hasn't really been historically average. It's kind of hit all over the place. Some days it's up, when other days it's well below average. So I'm just going to say it's pretty at average or maybe below, but nothing major. So what's next coming up is a reversal. And it needs to come back down here to bounce off this again. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen with Cardano. Could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. I'm not your, you need to do your own due diligence. I'm not your financial advisor, okay? But based on its pattern history, this is what happens when it gets to above 70 RSI on the 4 hour, which is what we trade, it comes down. So if you already got in, like I recommended on Twitter yesterday, if you were open and you got in a straddle trade, which means you were open from 80 cents or 90 cents, wherever you got in, because there was 2 calls, okay? You kept that leverage trade open, and then you entered in a sell down trade. That's to protect the profits in this trade, okay? And that call was at 118. So you're now around 113, 114. So that's a 4-cent move down. And in an asset that's $1.14, $1.18, that's a significant move. That's a 30, 40% move on leverage, depending on what leverage, 3x, 5x, 10x that you're trading at. But you want to watch Cardano here for the reversal back going higher once we get that signal. Otherwise, you want to sit with your straddle and take your profit from your long.